That's a good
Did
question.
you guys see it? Can I put it down yet?
No, I can't see it. Oh, I see it now. I see it.
Hold it!
Unfortunately, I'm choosing to nominate you, Ryan. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so much for telling me I'm going to be 100% safe this week. Remember that?
You're nowhere on my radar this week, so like you can rest easy. It's fine.
Oh, no, cool. I'm definitely glad to hear that.
So then I'm gonna finish my meatball and go to bed.
Yeah, you do you. I'm going to finish my cereal, and I'm probably knock out here shortly. So yeah, I appreciate you keeping me safe, though.
Mm-hmm. I don't actually. I never said that.
Oh, it was on a live Google Hangouts. I remember that.
I never said that to him.
Monday is Canadian Thanksgiving, and I still have to work.
Hey, is John still here?
Canadian Thanksgiving.
Someone just told me. I'm not going to say who. You said I made up that you told me that. Why do you feel the need to lie? Like, I don't care, but you just don't say that I made that up, because I have not lied in this game. And you told me on a live Google Hangout on Sunday night I was eating a bowl in mini wheats. You said you're not my target. You're not going up this week. You're 100% safe. That is what you told me verbatim. And please don't lie. It's dumb of you to lie. I was never coming after you. Now I'm gonna come after you. It's not smart.
Okay. I dead ass did not say that you were safe the whole week. I did say you were safe for my nominations that day because I wasn't putting you up.
Why are you trying to make me look like the bad guy? I've done nothing to you.
You're the one who's 99% safe this week and still screaming at me.
I just don't understand why I'm on the block.
I mean,
Right. Just
I don't call it private.
I'm just confused as all. It's all good. I was just really confused by that. But.
I understand.
All right, well, I'm gonna go host Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? So I will see you guys later.
Hi, Ryan.
Later, Ryan. At least someone has some emotion in this game. The veto ceremony happened, and I'm safe. Yeah, I'm safe. Yeah. When Ryan went up, he showed his little temper, and he said something to John. He was like, "John, you are a liar. You promised me 100% safety, and you lied." And John denied it. And then Ryan left, right? So when Ryan leaves, I'm like, this is awkward, because I'm the only one here with basically their entire alliance. And then John's like, well, guys, I swear on everything, I did not say that to Ryan ever. And then it got like, everyone's like, oh yeah, he made it up, yeah. So then I sent Ryan a text message, and I was like, Ryan, John, yeah, on this call, he's kind of saying like, Ryan's a f***ing big fat liar. So I told Ryan that, and I didn't expect Ryan to blow up, but he did, and it was lit. Ryan comes in hot and starts popping off on John about how John's a liar and this and that, and I'm like, yeah, you tell him. You tell that entire group, because they're a bunch of scumbags.
Well, that was quite a veto ceremony, yeah? Yeah. Jonathan puts up Ryan on the block, and Ryan does not take too kindly to it. I tried talking to Ryan a little bit before the veto ceremony, just to be like, hey, did you talk to Jonathan perchance? You know, like, he was like, yeah, nothing game related though, and he told me I was safe at the very beginning of the week, so I should be good. And in my mind, I'm thinking, oh, okay, well, that's not the case, because you're about to go up. Ryan goes on the block, and he immediately blows up at Jonathan, and, you know, it's like, what happened to you saying I was safe at the beginning of the week, and yada, yada, yada. And I was just kind of like, dude, Ryan needs to freaking chill. Like, I mean, it's no stranger that him and Jonathan didn't talk really before this round. If there was no game talk this round, then, like, why should Jonathan feel comfortable with him at all? What's the deal here? And, you know, if what I have heard is correct, when Sean told me that Ryan told Sean that he was 100% keeping him, doesn't really seem right for Ryan to all of a sudden really care about people's words, especially with someone that you don't even really have a connection with in this game. So I thought that Ryan blowing up was actually really bad, and especially for him, and like I thought Jonathan handled it well.
I was like, well, shit. I mean, if Ryan's going in, I might as well say a few words. So I said something like, oh, Amanda, your vote doesn't matter, just like my vote doesn't matter, because our votes don't matter, because they have the majority and the tiebreaker on this vote, and we have no shot of doing anything in this round. They're all just evicting Taylor. I said something like, let me know when you guys stop playing Dictator and want to play for yourselves, and then I just left. Listen, there's no point in me even socializing with them, because A, it's all fake on my end and their end. I don't really like any of them. They don't really like any of us. It really is kind of cold-blooded how this game's turned.
And of course, Brady is eating this up because it's like, oh man, I don't understand. Yeah, man, this is a dictatorship, man. Like, I don't even know. What's the point of even doing anything? Your vote won't even matter, man. Like, it's a dictatorship, man. And it's just kind of like, dude, like, get over yourself, man. Like, if this is such a dictatorship, like, why don't you do something about it? How about that? It's clear that Brady and Joe are against odds. What is funny is that I feel like Brady doesn't mention my name at all, and maybe is trying to make it sound like he's cool with me. But then I hear from people like Dustin and Shelby that he's throwing my name out with Joe as well. So it's like, I'm not stupid. I know that if he or Chris win or anything like that, I know I'm going on the block next to Joe. Shelby and I kind of had our first like weird moment last night because I think she really wanted to tell Brady about this alliance with Ryan because she was afraid that if it did get out that it would screw her. I really did not think that was a good idea because one, Brady is obviously someone that's against me, so if she's going to be feeding him information, like how is that supposed to make me feel? And like if she tells Brady, then it's definitely going to get out and everyone in the house is going to know. I'm going to have even more attention on me. And it's just like, why would you? I just feel like it would have put me in a very compromising position. You know, I think a strength about my alliance with Shelby is that we're able to be honest with each other about our thoughts and kind of walk each other through our each other's thought process and figure out what the best course of action is. I am like concerned about her relationship with Brady though, because I do feel that connection and I know he's constantly trying to reach out to her and through her gain the power of Dustin and Jonathan. And it's just scary that Shelby wants to try and keep him in the game longer than I think I'm comfortable with. I think Brady's overall approach is not suited for some of this cast. Like for Dustin, Dustin's a great example.
I love Shelby. I love Jacob. I love Joe and I love Jonathan. I love them all so much and I just want to keep on winning.
Dustin is someone that you really need to talk to and like actually formulate a relationship with. If you just get on call with him and start throwing all this information out about what he should and shouldn't do, it's just not gonna work. Like, fortunately enough, Dustin and I have been able to really click, not just about game, and I think that's what makes a good alliance, and that's what's going to keep you in the game longer, is actually working on legitimate relationships, not just trying to force feed information to people to try and get you to turn on others. And I think that's ultimately going to be Brady's downfall, whether I'm here to see it or not. Also, like, when he didn't go up as the renom, thanks a lot, Jonathan. I know that a lot of people were saying stuff trying to get me on the block this week. And it's like, oh, ooh, scary Brady. He's angry. He's going to get you. Oh, Brady. Brady's just like, you can tell that he's trying to pick a fight. And, like, no one cares. I am nervous about this blow up though, because I feel like Jonathan might kind of want to get Ryan out now, but that honestly, like, he needs to like look long term. Like, Taylor is by far the biggest threat. Ryan, we haven't seen Ryan do anything yet. We know what Taylor's capable of. Let's get her out. Let's split her and Chris up, which is what we wanted to do, and let's move forward from there.
All right, I'm nominated for eviction this week. Honestly, I had a feeling it was going to happen. All these people are shady f***s. It kind of sucks I'm sitting next to Taylor. I really didn't want that to happen because she's by far the closest person that I'm the closest to. I feel like I was put up as a safe pawn, but would I be surprised if I go home? Absolutely not, because again, people are shady as f***. Everybody in this game, they're all shady as f***. I can't stand just about everyone in here with the exception of a select handful of people. I'm not going to win HOH. I just don't feel like there's a need for me to win, so I'm going to throw it. For whatever reason, I lucked my way into winning HOH tomorrow. Will I take a stab and make a big move? Yeah, I just feel like it's too soon to do that, and I feel like I need to wait a little bit. But honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if I go home. I really wouldn't. Jonathan is a fucking piece of shit. I can't stand that fucker. And really the only people I can count on 100% are Brady, Chris, and Mandy. I can't really count on anybody else in this game, but I need to take matters into my own hands. Do what I need to do. Win some well, not win, because I'm probably going to throw the next one. Figure if Taylor gets evicted tomorrow and I stay, we can pull Mandy into that alliance. We'll have Mandy, Chris, Brady, and myself as a 4. And then I have that 4 alliance with Joe, Shelby, Jacob, and myself. I just don't know how loyal they are. That's the problem. Would they be more loyal to Jonathan and Dustin than they would to me? That's really why I'd like to see Jonathan and Dustin go first. Because if you eliminate them out of the equation, I have those 2 groups, and neither of those groups really talk to each other. So if I can eliminate them out of the equation and have those 2 groups essentially, and I'm floating in the middle of both, they're not going to come for me. They just simply won't. So that's the way that I see it and the way that I need to play this game. Did I kind of make a dumb mistake blowing up at Jonathan today? Yeah. But again, there's been a ton of personal stuff I've had going on that's just kind of all mounted up to that. So made them feel pretty shitty for putting me up. Because again, with all the personal stuff I've been going through, I just wanted to really kind of strike a chord with them. And I feel like the more sympathy people can have for me and the more shitty they feel for me, and the more they can sympathize with me, it's going to make them even more likely to want to keep me in this house.
I'm probably voting to keep Ryan. Taylor's going to be too huge of a threat in the long term. However, if somehow Taylor stays, I will be really, really concerned. I might not have talked to people a lot last week until I got nominated, but I made sure I campaigned all day, whereas Taylor hasn't even messaged me. I'm in her alliance. She should have been like, what are you doing? But she didn't, so another reason to keep Ryan.
I guess I just want to say thanks for letting me talk. I didn't really, part of me didn't want to, because I knew that this is a shitty situation and I don't want to make it any harder on people, because I don't know what I'm saying, but I think that the people that you're working with painted an image of me in your head, sort of, that I'm like a monster or I'm some big threat that needs to be out. But personally, for you, I don't think that should be the image of me in your head, because all in all, you were one of the people that I was really excited to see in this game, because we knew each other previously. I've literally known you since I was 16 years old.
I know,
so,
isn't that weird?
It was nice to finally get to play a game with you. And it sucks that the first vote that we both had agreed weren't gonna change the game and wasn't gonna stop me and you from working together actually ended up that way. And now I'm sitting in a position where I'm being targeted by people that you're working with, and there's not really much that I can do. Yeah, I don't know. This is sad. I didn't want to have this talk because it's emotional and I didn't want it to be.
I just wanted to talk to you to let you know everything. I think you deserve to know everything. Because like I said, I have known you for a long time. And I wanted to work with you going into this game. That's not how the cards were laid out for me, I guess, and laid out for us. And I don't want you to lay down and die, because you're better than that, and it would hurt my heart.
It's okay.
Hey, I know, but you're Taylor, St. Louis.
That I am. But no. It sucks.
It sucks. And I'm sorry that you got put back into this corner, and I can't really do anything to help. Like, I wish I could say, like, there's a chance you might stay. I mean, there always is a chance, but 4 is majority, like, to tie it.
It is what it is.
Oh my god, I'm gonna cry, Keith. Oh, I almost cried there, Keith. I don't want to be the first crier. I've known Taylor for a really long time. We grew up together, and it sucks that, like, I have a great alliance, but she has to go. But wish she didn't have to. I wish I could work with her, but it's a game, and she's against Shelby, Joe, Jacob, and Jonathan. That's where I said I was gonna go with, so she has to go. I don't want her to, and I can't turn my back on Shelby, Joe, and Jacob, Jonathan. I was really emotional afterwards, very emotional, because of how close we were before the game. Sides are very clear division. Or side by side, the good bitches versus the bad bitches. Taylor, I felt bad for going up, but like she has to go this week.
Hi.
Hi.
What's up?
Ugh.
Nothing.
Trying not to think about this eviction.
Oh.
Hi, Chris.
I hate this. Like, I've had too much to drink. I might get like super emotional. I can't take this. Like, I don't like this. I'm going to avenge this shit. Like, you have no idea. I'm gonna kill this.
No, I completely agree. I don't know what it was about me because like I never did anything wrong to them. I think they just like Shelby specifically watched me play Conquest. John just has never liked me and I've not really ever liked him, so it's fine. Joe has painted me as some monster in all of their heads. Jacob is just, oh, I'm Jacob. And then Dustin's like, I like you. You're my friend. But we're not working together, so it doesn't really matter.
That's a game. When our cast was revealed, when I came into the house and I saw fucking Taylor there, I was just like, my final 2. Like, this is my ride or die. This is the game. Like, we're about to wreck this game.
This is Conquest Round 2.
And then these people are just jealous of us, and they don't want us to be as great as we could be in this game. So they had to go ahead and ruin our shit and have to make me go the fuck off on them next week. So that's where I'm at, so that I don't have tears. I'm going to be a boss-ass bitch and be like, this is not going to wreck and ruin me. This is only going to make me stronger. But Taylor knows, like, you're my rock. Just in this game, like our previous game, like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this without you, but I'm certainly gonna fucking try to like slay this game.
Aw, Chris, I'm so sad. Honestly, I was so happy to see you in this game too, because I was happy that we were able to do, well, hopefully we were able to do what we weren't able to do in Conquest. But yeah, they obviously did catch on to us really quickly, and that sucks. But our friendship means more than just a game, and you know that I will be friends with you forever and ever because I love you so much.
I love you. Oh,
let's check in with the house guest now. House guest.
Hi, Julie.
Hi, Julie.
So I have a couple questions for some of you. The first person I have to ask is Joe.
Hi, Julie.
Hello, Joe. You participated in the Pair Mania Madness competition, where you had to work in pairs. What was it like working on a team towards a common goal and winning HOH?
It was really, really scary, but also really, really fun. Ryan did a really good job. He was a good partner. I was just scared the whole time because I really wanted to win. But it was good. It was fun.
Thank you, Joe. The next person I have a question for is Mandy.
Hi, Julie.
Hello, Mandy. Now, you were in the nomination chair just 1 week ago, so you might know how these nominees are feeling. Without giving away who you're voting for, what factors will you consider when you enter the voting?
Who talked to me the most? Who may be a future threat? and what the rest of the house might actually do.
Thank you very much, Mandy. Next person up is Chris.
Hi, Julie.
Hello, Chris. You turned this house into an absolute pigsty during the Power of Veto competition. You rummaged through everything, found 3 vetoes, and ultimately won yourself the Power of Veto to secure your safety. How does it feel?
Fabulous. Obviously, nobody wants to be on the block, so yeah, I will turn this house upside down. I will rip everything off this wall if I need to in order to win that Power Veto. Thank God I did.
Make sure you keep that ladle close.
I will. I sleep with it every night.
Excellent. And my last question is for Shelby.
Hi, Julie.
Hello, Shelby. Now, this game has been basic, with absolutely no saboteur in sight. Do you feel comfortable inside the BB Basics house?
Not now that you said that. I wasn't even thinking about shit like that. Now I don't know. No, I definitely don't feel comfortable, but now you're making me paranoid.
Thank you so much. We will now go into the voting booth where each of you will cast a vote to evict. Jonathan is HOH. You will only vote in the event of its tie. Before we do that, we will allow each of the nominees to say their final point. And we will begin with Ryan.
All right. It's been fun getting to know everybody the last few weeks. I definitely enjoyed getting drunk on call, calling Richard for Burger King, and having a real good time with everyone. So hopefully there will be some more fun and drunken times ahead. I'd love to continue on this game with you all. You're going to go down, no hard feelings, just a game. Happy to be here, and I'd love to continue to stay. And I thank you all.
Thank you very much, Ryan. Taylor, the floor is yours.
All right, so I came into this game really excited to play Basics, and once I saw the cast, I was even more excited. Unfortunately, this week will be the last you see of me, or at least some of you should probably hope, because the minute I leave the store, I may not be gone for good. Just keep that in the back of your mind. Pre-jury now, jury later, you need to think about how they are as a person. Don't treat them like shit. Don't ignore them, because in the end, it could f you over. So, stay basic, bitches. Bye.
Thank you so much, Taylor. We will now go into the diary room and begin the voting process. Michael Brady, you're up first. Hello, Michael Brady.
Hey.
Please cast your vote to evict.
I'm still sorry, but I have to evict Taylor.
Thank you very much. Please send the Google Hangout link to Shelby. That's one vote, Taylor. Let's see how Shelby votes. Hello, Shelby.
Hi, Julie.
Please cast your vote to evict.
I vote to evict Taylor.
Thank you very much. Please send the Google Hangout link to Dustin. Hello, Dustin.
Hi, Julie.
Please cast your vote to evict.
I sadly vote to evict Taylor.
Thank you very much. Please send the Google Hangout link to Chris. Hello, Chris.
Hi, Julie.
Please cast your vote to evict.
I annoyingly vote to evict Taylor.
Thank you so much. Please send the Google Hangout link to Jacob. Hello, Jacob.
Hi, Julie.
Please cast your vote to evict.
I vote to evict Taylor.
Thank you very much. Please send the Google Hangout link to Andrew.
Thank you.
Hello, Andrew.
Hey, Julie.
Please cast your vote to evict.
I sadly vote to evict Taylor.
Thank you very much. Please send the Google Hangout link to Mandy.
Okay.
Hello, Mandy.
Hi, Julie.
Please cast your vote to evict.
I vote to evict Taylor.
Thank you very much. Please send the Google Hangout link to Joe. Hello, Joe.
Hi, Julie.
Please cast your vote to evict.
I unfortunately vote to evict Taylor.
Thank you very much. You may return to the living room and join your fellow house guests. It's official. Everybody is scared of Taylor. Let's deliver the news to the house guests. House guests! The results are in. Remember, when the votes are revealed, the evicted house guests will have just 1 minute to say their goodbyes, gather his or her belongings, and walk out the front door. By a vote of 8-0, Taylor, you have been evicted from the Big Brother Basics house.
Bye, guys. Better don't be
Bye, Taylor.
Bye, Taylor. Bye, Taylor.
House guest, I have an announcement. House guest, if there is ever going to be a fast forward week, it will be on a Thursday. With that message, take care.
Oh, no! What an asshole.
Hello, Taylor. You may set your bags down over here. Have a seat.
Hi, Julie.
Hello, hello. What are your initial thoughts leaving the Big Brother Basics house?
Them. Honestly, I was so mad. I I kept my anger in for the majority of it. I am a competitive person and I don't like being cut short, but I knew that the minute John was HOH, I was gonna go home if I didn't win veto, and then I didn't win veto, and there was just nothing I could do. I tried talking to the one person that could flip in. He's up Joe's ass farther than you could possibly believe. So there is no way that I was staying after that, and I just tried to make the most out of the couple hours that I had left.
Most definitely. Now let's talk about when you initially entered the house, because you might have had the most connections just familiarity-wise. A lot of people look familiar to you, and I know it was a tough decision deciding who am I going to work with, who do I trust, who do I not trust. How did you approach that first week in developing those relationships?
First week, my goal was honestly just to be friends with everyone because I already had that basic connection with almost everyone. But it wasn't too far after that Chris and I's relationship had gotten magnified to a point where that's all people could see. And when people won HOH, that I like Shelby winning HOH wasn't good for my game because Shelby was one of the people that I was like not the closest to. Like we were still friends, but like it, and yeah, the whole ordeal, and then me winning veto and then becoming a bigger target, not only because I know people and I'm friends with people, but because like I win competitions. It's just bleh.
Bleh.
Literally.
Now, you did have quite an experience while you were here in the Big Brother Basics house. You had many items on your to-do list. You danced the night away during HOH competitions. What are some of your favorite memories from your Big Brother Basics experience?
Honestly, the first HOH was the best part about this game. I had so much fun with it, and I think a lot of people went into it saying like, "Oh, this is boring," like, and all they're thinking about is that Simon Says part, and I'm like, fuck it. If I get out on the Simon Says part, I don't care. I just want to have fun, and I want to be fun to watch and make it fun for you guys because I don't know, you don't want to be boring. Who wants to cast boring people? So I'm just gonna be myself, and I honestly did end up having the biggest time, the best time in that HOH comp. So
perfect. Now I'm going to ask you some questions about your relationship with some specific house guests. Jonathan. Now, Jonathan was the backdoor option in week 1, which might have started the divide between the sides, quote unquote. Now, tell me about your relationship with Jonathan. I have heard that it is quite unique.
Unique is a good way to describe it. Jonathan has known me since I was a little 16-year-old brat. So when you first meet me as a 16-year-old brat, you're not gonna like me. I didn't even like myself when I was 16 years old. So honestly, I feel like John has this 16-year-old image in his head of me that's never gonna change, when in reality, yes, I'm still a brat, but I have matured a lot, and so we've never really had a close relationship, and in games it always seems like we find each other targeting each other, and last game I got him out, this game he got me out. It's just one of those relationships that's never gonna fix itself, and I think we're both okay with that.
That's actually quite funny. Now, on the other spectrum, we have Chris. Now, Chris was your final 2 in another game. This is a fresh game. Anything can happen, but y'all just naturally gravitated towards each other and just immediately had that understanding. I have your back.
you have mine. What was your strategy revolving your relationship with Chris and how it evolved during your time here?
At first I wanted to downplay it as much as I possibly could because, like Dustin had brought up to me, everything in this game is magnified, and even the slightest connection can be brought up as best friends in like a second. Once that was almost impossible to keep under wraps, I kind of just talked and gravitated towards Chris like I normally would. Maybe it was a downfall of mine, but honestly, Chris being in this game was one of the best parts about it because I love that guy to death, and there couldn't have been a possible better person for me to meet in this org community because he's literally me in male version. So yeah, there's no hard feelings towards Chris winning veto. It was honestly so bittersweet because we both knew that whoever won was safe and whoever lost was going home. So it's okay. I'm fine with it. And it's, yeah, I'm going to miss him, but in reality, he's not out of my life. So,
do you have any regrets in your game?
In my game, no. In Brady's game, probably. Honestly, Brady's probably thinking about now, had he have evicted John week 1, we might have been in a different situation, especially since John won this HOH. I think it would have taken the game a different path, and who knows, I might still have been in the game, but convincing Brady, there was no way I was going to, because in his mind, Brady and I didn't have a strong enough connection or bond for me to have any influence over him. Ryan did, and I tried to play up to Ryan that he needed to get into Brady's head and not evict Pam, but Ryan didn't really do a good job of that because John stayed and the nightmare began.
I see. Now, I cannot leave this interview without talking about the twist. X-Production, Jacob and Joe. Another dynamic duo, another magnified pair in this game. Why didn't you think of potentially the pairs working together, or is that just not possible at all based on the dynamics that happened in the house?
The idea of Jacob, Joe, myself, and Chris working together was brought up in my mind, but because of how receptive Jacob and Joe were towards me, I just didn't feel like there was any sort of possibility that they would want to work with us. And with Shelby winning HOH and John staying, us not voting together, it just didn't align. And by then it was too far into the game before, anything could happen. I don't think it was really beneficial, though, to break me and Chris up as a pair that early, because now they're going to be seen as the biggest pair in the game, and inevitably it's going to be one of their downfalls. So I'm not too upset over that, but I just don't think it was a smart move in their mind, or in my mind.
Awesome. Now, in the event that you were evicted, your house guests recorded some goodbye messages for you. Let's take a look over here. Let's watch and let's listen.
Taylor St. Louis. I really wanted us to work together. I really did. We both chose a side, and we were on opposite sides. I hope you understand why, Taylor.
I finally got you before you got me.
There wasn't much that brought us together, and the only things that really did bring us together sketched me the fuck out. From a game standpoint, I think you have more than enough reasons to come after me now, which is why I had to vote you out.
I'm the mole. I really like you a lot, and I'm really sorry that we just did not end up on the same side in this game. But it kind of felt that I had heard from other people that you were not that eager to want to work with me in this game. When I'm in Toronto, we can hopefully hang out a bit.
I really mean no hard feelings. I hate that I had to pick between you and Ryan. This literally was the worst outcome I could have had. I hope that you do well with your business degree.
Taylor, you're only seeing this because these other people are scared of you and it's stupid. I'll try to avenge your death the best I possibly can.
Hey boo, this is definitely rough for me. You know that I love you. You know that I was ride or die for you. I'm gonna keep my promise. I'm going to
murder these people. I'm going to make sure they pay for
splitting us up. I love you
He's
so
so
much.
extra.
And, I look forward to meeting you, talking to you, and just continuing to be a ride or die in your life. Love you.
Any thoughts, feelings?
There are a couple thoughts. I'm shocked that people said that I was targeting Joe or after Joe or didn't want to work with Joe. That's very false. Mandy's so sweet. Brady, I'm so happy we got to finally work together in a game. I actually used to hate the kid, but we were both 16-year-old brats back then, and I absolutely love him now. And Chris, you are my ride or die for life. I love you. Kill it, boo. I'm so... okay, we're good.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Taylor. This is an awesome experience hosting you. You definitely brought a dynamic aspect to the game, and we will definitely miss you in it. Next up, we have the HOH competition. Please watch. Let's listen. That's it.
Okay.